Welcome back, or if you're new, hi, welcome. I'm Nikki. It'll never not be awkward having to do that. As always, I have been browsing through Pinterest and I found, well, I've seen this photo before, but I came across this photo of Madison Beer. And you know, obviously I'm gonna try and recreate it to the best of my abilities anyway. Oh, love an email. Also, I just spilt coffee all over my sleeves literally like 2 minutes ago, but it wasn't so much to the point where I need to change my top. Well, I probably should change my top, but not to the point where it's like I'm gonna. I know it's gross, but we're gonna live with it. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, I got this to keep my hair out of the way, and I thought it was very Madison Beer, isn't it? So we're gonna put it on like this. Yeah. Okay, now that I look like a child. I'm actually quite excited to do this one. Usually I'm quite nervous, but I'm quite excited. I have very dark spots right now because I fake tanned. It's come off my face already, but it's still stuck to these bad boys, so we're just gonna have to cover them up to the best of our abilities. Anyways, shall we get on with it? I like her makeup because I know that she doesn't put too much on. Like, there's a lot of steps, but there's like, it's like minimal, isn't it? So we're gonna attempt that. We're gonna go for a bit of a glowy base today, not tonight. It's literally the day next. So we're gonna put NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator and mix it. I'm gonna put some of this on our hand, well, on our fingers. And then, ugh, this actually feels minging. It's quite pink though, so I'm hoping this doesn't make me look ridiculous. Now that I'm pink and glowy, oh, there's literal sparkles on my face. We'll hope for the best, we'll keep going. Now we're done with primer. I'm gonna do a quick spritz of the Sunset Beam Coconut Water from Primark. Just because I like refreshing my base before I go in. For foundation, we are going to be using the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturiser in 2W1 Natural. It's a bit dark for me, but my neck is darker than my face right now, so it doesn't really matter too much. I have seen her use like full coverage foundations sometimes. I've seen her Vogue tutorial and she uses a tinted, does she use a tinted moisturiser in that, or am I just making that up? She's very natural anyway, you can see all of her freckles and everything, so I'm gonna go in with a tinted moisturiser. Blend it out with a brush. Okay, next we're gonna do some concealer. First of all, I'm gonna go in with the Fit Me Concealer by Maybelline and pop it over my dark spots. They're not actual blemishes anymore, they are just scarring. Don't know why I felt the need to tell you that, but now you know. I'm gonna put a tiny bit under the eye spot just because it does match my skin tone a little bit better than the other ones I use. Don't know why that's relevant either. I'm just making chit chat. Gonna go in with the Tarte Shape Tape in 12N Fair Neutral and put it here and lift it up here. Gonna do it on the tip of the nose. I'm gonna be a bit more strategic where I put these because I am gonna try and copy her nose contour. Okay, we're gonna take our brush, blend out. You can kind of see my blemishes still, so I'm gonna go over them with the Bare Minerals concealer. Just take a bit on my finger and tap it on. And we are just gonna put a little bit underneath the eyes. I'm gonna use a sponge to blend out the under eye part first. Okay, and we are just gonna let the rest of it kind of sit there and do its thing for a bit. While we're waiting for that to do its thing, then we are going to do our eyebrows. She's got intense eyebrows, I've really just noticed. We're going to brush them into place first with brow gel. This is actually a clear mascara, but same thing. Oh, by the way, it's the Colour Lash Clear Mascara. Her eyebrows are thick. We're actually going to do our eyes while we wait for everything else to like set down, because I can't do any more face products like whilst these are still doing their thing. So we're going to do our eyes to like do the base of the eyes. We're going to take this Dior palette and I'm going to take this cream sort of like concealery base thing and put it over the eyelids. Now let's set them in place for a moment. I'm going to take this powder, it's the RCMA No Colour Powder. Take it on a brush so I can dip it. That's the only reason I use this brush. Now it doesn't look like she does too much on the eyes, apart like I feel like it's very like neutral, and then she's got like the, can I do that again? The very neutral cat eye wing, hasn't she? So we're going to go in with this Tartelette in Bloom palette. Yes, it's been through a lot. we won't talk about it. I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to go into Smarty Pants and we're going to put it above the crease into the, like, we're not going down into the inner corner, we're going to go up here. We're going to kind of wing it out up here. What we are going to do actually, because that wasn't quite what I wanted, I'm going to take a bronzer. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and do the same thing we just did. It's a bit more bronzy, isn't it? Now we're going to go into the Tartelette and Bloom palette again. We're going to take the colour Jet Setter and we're going to keep it on the outer part right here, where we did the crease part, but like just the outer part of it, and go from the go from the outer part of the eye and kind of connect it, and go into the both of them and do it on the outer part of the eye here. Remember to take it up into the eyebrow. I say remember as if I'd already mentioned it. She doesn't look like she puts anything on the lower lash line. She might put like a little bit on the outer part, but like I feel like it's pretty bare down there. Now that I've done both eyes to the same place, this eye looks kind of blotchy, but I've tried to sort it out and it's not working. So what we are going to do now is going to go into the James Charles palette. We're going to take this angly brush, going to go into the black colour. We're going to take this and, oh, I'm scared for this part, as always. Zoom you in. Nice. We're going to just focus on the wing for now, and then we'll do the entire part of it once we've nailed the wing. It's not an intense wing, is it? It's just to kind of make her eyes look a little bit more cat-like. So we're going to follow our natural sort of eye shape. Okay, we have one wing sorted down, so now we're going to do the other side. This is so difficult because my eyes are different shapes. Kind of done the wings. We are going to go back in and deepen them up a bit later on, I think. But I'm going to wait until I've done the entire like eyeliner situation, and then we can just drill all over my table. Now we're going to take more black eyeshadow and we're going to go all the way in, but keep it quite thin, I think. Now, before we do the inner corner, like pointy bit, we're going to take a pencil liner. This one's a brown one, because I feel like black would be a bit too intense for the waterline. We're going to take this brown one. There's fluff all over it. It's still there. You're going to, oh, please. I'm going to take my sponge to pull down my eye and just line the waterline all the way in. Now we're going to take whatever is left on this brush that we used the black for, and we're going to kind of go onto the lower lash line, but only on the outer cut part, just to connect this part and this part together. Don't know if that was clear, but now we're going to do the inner tear ducts. This brush is kind of angled, so we're going to use the pointy part, and we're going to go into the inner corner. I don't want to go too intense, but hers is kind of slanted down slightly, so I'm going to try and do it the kind of the same way as the wing goes down here, but like downwards, so it looks like the eyes like that. That was a really roundabout way of saying that, wasn't it? So like that kind of. Also, it's like, what is it, what's the date today? 22nd of June. Also, I'm filming this the same day it's going up, sorry. So if you are watching it on the 22nd of June, hello, this is the same day. How are you? But if you're not watching it on the 22nd of June, it's fine. No, I'm kidding. It is fine, obviously. There's no rules around here. But yeah, what was I saying? Does anybody, like, it's the 22nd of June. Is anybody else already starting to plan what the Halloween costume's going to be? I doubt I have plans for Halloween. I kind of want to go as Black Widow, but I look nothing like Black Widow. Not that you need to look like the person to go as them for Halloween, but I mean, like, I'm kind of a perfectionist. Like, I like to, if I'm going to do it, I need to do it good. What other Avenger kind of suits? Should I go as the Winter Soldier? Because I've got the dark hair, I can do the eyeliner. I can go with some intense eyeliner. Why am I planning my Halloween costume right now? Grow up. I feel like eyeliner can be done for now, right? We're going to do some mascara just to see how I'm liking the eyeliner. So I'm going to curl the eyelashes. Okay, I don't know if she wears false eyelashes or not, because I mean, she is perfect, so I wouldn't be surprised if they are her natural eyelashes. I feel like I need quite a big clear mirror for this. Will I ever do a video where I'm not dropping something? Her eyelashes are kind of like, they are kind of fluffy, they're not clumpy at all. Try and do that. I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Okay, next eye. Okay, we're probably going to go in with more mascara when it's dry, but we're going to do some on the lower lashes. Eyes are pretty much done. We just gotta, when we've done the full face, we'll see what else needs doing. Now that we've let this stuff sit for a while, it should be done by now, right? If it's not, I give up. Okay, let's blend out the concealer. Okay, now we're gonna do the tiniest bit of cream contour, just because she is very chiseled. I've got this LA Girl Pro Conceal concealer in the shade Beautiful Bronze. And we're gonna use the tiniest bit, a little bit down here. I don't want to use too much because I know this is intense. A bit up here. Under the nose. Under the lip. I'm going to use our foundation brush and blend out everything. Okay, now that we've got some of that deepness back to the face, we're going to cream bronze. That felt weird to say. Cream bronze. We're going to use cream bronzer. I'm going to use the Chanel Tan de Soleil. Nope. Soleil de Tan Chanel. And she's very bronzy, so we're gonna just keep it up here though, because it doesn't look like she's brought the bronzer down too far. And we're also gonna do the forehead, under the nose, on the chin. There was no point in letting these spots sit with concealer on, was there? Because they've only gotten disappointed. Okay, now that we've cream bronze, we are going to use some cream blush, because she's very blushed. I've got this one from Morphe. It's the Morphe X Maddie Ziegler in the shade Peach Out. I'm gonna use this brush and we're gonna make sure we are blushed up. She takes it all the way over the entire like cheek portion and nose portion. So we're gonna just like stipple. I'm gonna just stipple this in. Oh! I don't know where to go from here. Do I just... Okay, we'll put some of this side. Oopsie. Nick, man. You had one job. Oh my god. Okay. Can I use the sponge? I'm very blushed, at least we can say that. That was terrifying. I didn't know where to go from there for a moment. But we're gonna put it away before I do anything stupid again. Now we're gonna contour the nose. So that we look like her. This palette. This brush. This colour. Okay. Gonna start underneath here, right on the edge, so it lifts it completely. It's wide up here, but then like it's really thin down here. She's also got she's got a much shorter nose than I have. Mine's larger in charge, so I'm gonna create kind of like an open sea sort of shape, if that makes sense. I'm whispering again, and I don't know why. I'm sweating. I don't know if you saw my last video, but I mentioned that we're in a bit of a heat wave right now. In the UK, it is hot. We're gonna take it over the top like that, so it creates a little ball. This isn't anything like her nose, but we tried. Okay, now we're gonna set the face. We're gonna use this Laura Mercier nope, it's not the no colour powder, translucent powder. Gonna make sure we haven't got any, oh wait, I used that for the bronzer. Gonna use my sponge just under my eyes, just to make sure there's no creasing. Then we're going to take this little powder puff, kind of squish it and dab it under the eyes. Now we are going to take a big fluffy brush. Oh, that was a lot. We're going to set everywhere apart from the cheek portion. See, I feel like you could feel like your makeup's going to crap, and then you set your face and you're like, oh, it's not actually that bad. It was just because it looked a bit all over the place. We're going to do brows. I'm going to take this one. It's the Max Factor Brow Shaper in the shade Deep Brown. We're just gonna, she's gone deep with the brows. I feel like we kind of have the same brow shape. Mine are just, like hers go up here more, and mine are just like down, but oh well. And they're quite close together. I'm trying to make them as dark as possible. Now we are going to do some fake freckles. Her freckles are just like here, aren't they? I think. Looks it. We're just gonna dot this around everywhere. Okay, she kind of goes over the nose a little bit, but she doesn't come down here. Also, this is the Freckle Tint by Lottie London. Okay, we're gonna go in with the James Charles palette. I'm gonna take the James Charles palette on my blush brush and go. There's a hair on it. I'm gonna go into this pink one, but we're gonna go over the blush and on the end of the nose. Now we're gonna take this brush, go into the white, and press it under the eyes. Take it on the very tip, down the sides of the nose. Leave that to like set for a second while we do the lips. I'm gonna take this lip liner, it's dark brown. I think it's from Obsession, I think. Also, I've put lip balm on. We're really gonna overline our lips right now. That's intense. I have this like brush thing that I've been using to kind of blend out my lipstick. I'm just gonna take it on the lip liner and kind of blend it into the lip. Now I'm gonna take this NYX lip liner in Natural. Kind of just blend in the lip liner to the lip. Now I do have a plumping lip gloss, but I cannot find it for the life of me. So we're going to use this Morphe X Maddie Ziegler lip gloss in the shade Peach Pucker. I really like this lip gloss. I'm just going to go over all of it because it looks like she's just used a lip liner and some lip gloss. We're going to go back in with some more freckles because I feel like they've kind of disappeared now. Just like around this part here. Now we're going to do some highlight. We're going to use the Dior palette on our fluffy brush. I'm gonna go between these two to start. Keep it right here. I'm gonna take some of it up here. And now we're gonna take the pink one and put it kind of towards the back of the cheeks where the blush is. I take the little tiny brush, just the white one, on the very tip of the nose and a little bit up here. Now we are going to set the face with the Sunset Beam Coconut Water. I just did my mascara. I always forget that I need to set my face, so we're gonna cover the eyes. I kind of like this look, to be honest. I probably wouldn't go this intense with the eyes or blush on a day-to-day basis, but I mean, if I was going somewhere a bit more, you know, a bit more, we might be dabbling with this makeup look again. Madison, you know what you're doing. That's why you look like that. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe. It would mean the world, obviously. I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.